Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial. My name is Lori Rabati and today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable little treat boxes. Each box has 4 chocolates in it. I purchased them in bulk at our local bulk barn. They are the perfect size for today's project. I used the Tutti Frutti 6" by 6" designer series paper from the 2018 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog, and then I also used the clear tiny acetate treat boxes. Each one will create 2 treat boxes. A full box is a 2" square once you close the top and bottom flaps. So what you're going to do is cut the box in half. On your cutter you're going to measure in at 1 inch from either the top fold line or the bottom fold line, and then you're going to make your cut. Then you're left with 2 pieces, each piece thus creating 1 box. So to assemble each box, you're going to just fold on the crease lines, and so that you're left with a solid edge. Just pinch in the crease lines and you'll find that that's enough to form your box. And then you're going to want to fold in the bottom of your box. You can go ahead and do the same with your other box. You're going to need your trimmer next, but first I want you to run your tear tape down on one side of the designer paper. We're going to be using 2 different coordinating pieces, so I'm going to run tape down on one side on both of those pieces. And then you're going to start by cutting your first piece at 3 inches. Then you're going to turn and you're going to cut 2 more pieces so that they're each 1.5 inches wide. You can do the whole row here if you want, because chances are you're going to be making more than 1 treat box anyways, so just save the other 2. For this project I'm showing you how to make 1, and then you can go ahead and make more. Then take the other half, and this is going to be the top of your box, so cut it at 3 inches so that you're left with 2 3" squares, but again you only need 1 of these for this treat box. Then go ahead and take your next color, and once again you're going to cut it at the 3" mark on the side with the tear tape, and then you're going to cut your other pieces again 1.5 inches wide. And remember, you just need 2 for this treat box, but again, like I said, you're going to want to make more than 1, so this is a quick, easy way to make more than 1 box at a time. Okay, then you're going to take your 3" piece back, that's going to be the top, and you're going to use the scoring blade, and you're going to score on the 4 sides of this 3" square. You're going to use the 2 9/16 for the perfect fit. So for those of you that are challenged with measurements like I am, it's 1 tick line past the 2.5 mark on your trimmer. So get all 4 sides done, just lightly score. Okay, and then you're going to use your paper snips, and you're going to cut each of the 4 corners on the fold lines up to the next 4 lines, so just like about 1/4 inch cut. Do that to all 4 sides. Then you're going to fold down on the crease lines so that you've got the formation of your box starting, and then you're going to use your tear tape and just add a small piece to each of the 4 cut corners. I put the tear tape close to the fold line instead of the cut line, because then when you adhere them you don't have any gaps in your top. So finish adding your tear tape to each of the 4 corners, and then remove the tear tape. And then you're just going to fold in those flaps and then adhere them to each of the sides so that you're then left with the top of your box. Voila, almost done. Make sure now that it's going to fit onto our box. Oh, it's a perfect little fit. It's going to be so cute. Next, you're going to go back to those 1.5 inch strips and you're going to remove the tear tape from each of them. And then simply you're just going to take your 4 chocolates and you're going to wrap each strip around. Stick it on. Just wrap it around each chocolate and then it's done. If you want to, this is a good way you could wrap a piece of ribbon around each one. You could add some kind of an embellishment if you wanted to. You could use a small punch and put a flower on top, or you can just leave them plain. It's up to you how much or how little that you do to the individual chocolates. For today, I'll just do them plain and let you use whatever you want to do. Here we go, and they fit perfectly. Put the lid on. And then just to decorate up the box a little bit, I'm just going to use some rich raspberry ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it around the box, starting at the top and then folding around at the bottom and crossing it over, and then I'm just going to make a little bow on the top. There we go. It's a cute little bow. Fix it up. And then just use your paper snips and trim your ribbon. So your box is ready to go, but if you want to jazz it up a little bit more again, just use a stamp. I'm using the For You stamp from the Cake Soiree stamp set, and then I'm just going to use my punches and I'm going to punch it out. So that was stamped on Whisper White, and then I'm going to punch out the scallop circle punch from the rich raspberry that matches the color that's in the designer paper, plus also the same color of as the ribbon, so it's all coordinating. And then I'm just going to use my adhesive to tape it together. You can punch a hole in the top and weave it through the ribbon, or you can just use tape on the back and then stick it to the top of the box. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.